Like all kingdoms and empires throughout history, African states had their sense of grandeur, from palaces all the way to royal roads and gardens. Unfortunately, popular culture seldom highlights this aspect of African history. So today, I thought I'd discuss a West African palace that left an impression on foreign visitors. What up, African world? It's Home Team here, and welcome back to another video of African history, culture, and worldview. By supporting this channel on Patreon, you're helping in the creation of these videos and contributing to this content. The link to Patreon is in the description box below. Also, stay tuned with a word from my sponsors.
Hello, my name is Howard Dorsey. I'm 54 years old. I'm here to talk about my experience with herbal results. I was getting sick, so I went to the doctor, and they told me that my blood pressure was high, my cholesterol was borderline or high, so I was very sick. You know, sometimes I thought I was dying at some point. And I ordered a bottle of olive leaf extract. This is how the bottle comes in. And within the first probably week and a half, 2 weeks, I checked my blood pressure and it was back down to normal. It was like 120/80. My cholesterol went down to 125. You know, I definitely believe that olive leaf extract from Herbal Results saved my life. And that's real. I mean, I recommend it to everyone in my family, my friends, and we've seen a lot of results in that manner as well.
Purchase now at herbalresults.net.
The artistic architectural splendor of the Ashanti people have been commented on by various authors of the past and present. The Ashanti were undoubtedly the most powerful ethnic group in the modern country of Ghana through the 18th and 19th centuries. The first foreigners in Ashanti territory made quick note of the architecture, even making references regarding its similarities with other civilizations. Traditional Ashanti architecture is characterized by elaborate ornamentation of the walls with intricate interlacing geometric designs, depictions of animals, and Adrinka symbols, popular symbols that are specific to the Ashanti culture. The Ashanti peoples are one of the most popular ethnic groups in West Africa. On the origins of the Ashanti, one cannot be sure, as there are varying oral accounts. According to the Encyclopedia of Africa, the Ashanti cluster with the Akan ethnic groups, and they belong to the Kwa subgroup of the Niger-Congo language family. Interestingly enough, one oral tradition claims that the Ashanti ultimately came from the much older Ghana or Wagadu Empire further north in Mali and Mauritania. Another account points to local origins. Whatever the truth may be, the Ashanti people became a powerful group once they were finally able to conquer the Denkyera kingdom, which had subjugated them by the early 17th century. After they wrested power from the Denkyera, Ashanti culture was truly able to flourish. I find it fascinating that the first European traveler to the Ashanti royal palace at Kumasi in 1819 witnessed the architectural style and was immediately reminded of Egyptian and Italian themes. He described the Ashanti palace as an immense building of a variety of oblong courts and regular squares, with entablatures exuberantly adorned with bold fan and trellis work of Egyptian character. They have a suite of rooms over them, with small windows of wooden lattice of intricate but regular carved work, and some have frames cased with thin gold. The squares have a large apartment on each side, open in front, with two supporting pillars which break the view and give it all the appearance of the proscenium or front of the stage of the older Italian theaters. They are lofty and regular, and the cornices of a very bold canework in alto relievo. A drop curtain of curiously plated cane is suspended in front, and in each we observe chairs and stools embossed with gold, and beds of silk with scattered regalia. The palace of the Asantehene, or king of the Ashanti, was filled with wonders, wealth, international lore, and traditional Ashanti symbology. Decades later, when William Reed, a British historian, explorer, and philosopher, visited the Ashanti Royal Palace, he offered a little more details regarding the actual content therein. We went to the King's Palace, which consists of many courtyards, each surrounded with alcoves and verandas, and having 2 gates or doors so that each yard was a thoroughfare. But the part of the palace fronting the street was a stone house, Moorish in its style, with a flat roof and a parapet, and suites of apartments on the first floor. It was built by Fanti masons decades ago. The rooms upstairs remind me of Wardour Street. Each was a perfect old curiosity shop. Books in many languages, bohemian glass, clocks, silver plate, old furniture, Persian rugs, Kidderminster carpets, picture and engravings, numberless chests and coffers, a sword bearing the inscription "From Queen Victoria to the King of Asante," a copy of the Times, 17 October 1843. With these were many specimens of Moorish and Ashanti handicraft, with other curious and tasteful things too numerous for me to describe or even catalog. It's interesting that each British observer of the Ashanti Royal Palace in their remarks were reminded of other architectural structures outside the African continent. Information like this is not only historically valuable, but it challenges deeply the negative stereotypes associated with African people and their civilizations. This is why it's critical for the diaspora to study African history for themselves and not rely on mainstream narratives that still may be freighted with the age-old dark continent trope. Well, I'm all out, guys. If you like these videos and want to help in its continued production, consider supporting the home team on patreon.com. The link is in the description box below. Know thyself. Remember your ancestors. Peace.